Hello there, Simon Trains here, or some people like to call me Simon Trains. It doesn't matter how you pronounce it, it's fine with me. But anyway, Rugeley Town Station we are at. Now we are coming back here later on because hopefully, fingers crossed, I don't think it's going to run though, but I'll say this now, we are going to get a freight train through here, which is Dowlow to Walsall. Now, rarely these days you do see freight trains coming through Rugeley Town Station. But back before Rugeley B Power Station closed, you used to see coal trains through here. Literally, we even had biomass workings as well, which were a GB rail freight, but Freightliner used to run up and down here with coal trains. You still get the odd freight train through here, but it's diversionary stuff. So if a line like Penkridge is shut, you might get a freight train through here that goes to Bescot from Cliff Vale, which is China clay tanks. But anyway, it's a diversion route for freight trains, this line as well as the regular passenger service. But like I said, we are coming back here later on, but we are going to the town centre now. Now, I'll be honest that there'll probably be less me walking in this vlog now because the town centre is going to be busy, which you'll see in a second. But anyway, our first destination, well, will be the town centre, then on to Rugeley Trent Valley Station, which I'm going to spend the lunchtime and afternoon there filming trains. So I'm going to go now. Behind me is the old chancel, built in the 12th century, according to the board down the bottom, which I'll just put on the screen in a second. But I've come down here because I never knew where this path actually takes you. Well, I'll come down here and have a look, and I found out where it actually takes you. Behind me, it just takes you to a graveyard. Never knew that was there, believe it or not. But I'm on my way to Rugeley Trent Valley Railway Station now, so we just took this little detour to have a look where this path actually took me. But we're going to be back on track in a second. Yorkshireman pub is down behind me, so that means one thing. I'm at Rugeley Trent Valley Railway Station. That's just going up this road. It takes you to the car park. Now, as you saw in the opening titles, you could say, or the intro to the video, Rugeley Town Centre is now busy because the market's open. And Rugeley is actually a market town as well as a coal town. So it's nice to see markets back open, all that. WH Smith's is back open, Greg's is still not open in Rugeley, but it is in Stafford. So here it is, here's the car park, and they're just calling a train on platform 3. This will be the 12:05 to London Euston, so we're going to film that out. was on platform 3 at Rugeley Trent Valley, but the problem is it's the sun, because at the moment the sun's in that direction, and about mid-morning it can be facing south, so for the best views that you just see that Pendolino when I'm passing through can be with the sun in the way, and it can be horrible sometimes, especially in the winters when the sun is actually lower and it's literally does distract your videos and photos. But that's why I moved over to platform 1 and 2, because of the sun, because it's horrible on platform 3 at the moment, unless if I'm in shelter, but it's alright here because the sun is starting to come this way now. Then by 7 o'clock, believe it or not, the sun is actually roughly in that direction. But yeah, so why I'm at Rugeley Trent Valley today, because sometimes I come down here for something special, but there isn't, believe it or not. It's just a normal day on the Trent Valley line. So we get our Pendolinos, our 350 Desiros. But the good thing that we did get though is a class 3 to 5mm unit. Or if you watch G Loves Trains, it's a class 350 unit. But no, we did see a Royal Mail class 325, which was that red unit that was on the slow line that went through platform 3, which was interesting. That's going on to Wilston. I think that will be for tonight's mail train back up to Shilmore in Scotland. Now I've also been to Wright, so while there's no time, because it is a quiet time at the moment, even though it should be like, if it was a regular day there should be a train off Birmingham coming in now, but it's not, it's only hourly still. So I'm going to have something to eat while I'm waiting. Do you hear my phone going? Give me a sec. Hello?
Said Simple Simon to the pieman going to the fair, give me your pies.
Really?
Or I'll cave your head in.
Oh, I'll hang up. Don't know about that. Anyway, so like I said, I'm going to have something to eat now, waiting for some trains to pass. But another good thing I forgot to say that I'll mention quickly is we did get like a Avanti Pendolino in a half livery. That was 390.045 going to Liverpool Line Street. Anyway, gonna have something to eat now. So, still at Rugeley Trent Valley, we did see another Pendolino in the Avanti livery, which like 390.045. Now, them Pendolinos that actually painted the whole livery, or vinyled actually, is the correct term. They're only vinyled at the cab ends. So basically they're just doing, not updating it all, but they're just getting the cab ends vinyled up so they can have their livery on their trains properly as such. But I did not know which one that went down to London Euston was, because I was too busy paying attention with one Hotel 66, which was going to Manchester Piccadilly, and they did pass just on the cameras just. But if you see the photos now, because the photos are not actually going well today other than the filming is. So here's the photo I took of 390.045, and as you can see it's a bit too bright. And here's the photo of the other Avanti livery Pendolino, and it was just a bit too blurry because of the other one passing through. So, like I said, photo wise it's not good, but video wise it is good. We just got 4S44, the Daventry to Coatbridge intermodal. No, actually I think it goes to Moss End. I think it used to go to Coatbridge, but now it goes to Moss End. But that was 88009, which was a direct rail service class 88 electric locomotive. Well, it's an electric locomotive, but it can run on diesel as well. But Yeah, we're just here to see what's come through this afternoon because there isn't nothing special coming through. So it's just whatever shows up will be filmed. So we're just going to go back to the trains now and see if anything exciting comes up, or is it just going to be an average day at Rugeley Trent Valley.
Due to social distancing, it may take a little longer to get around our stations. Please follow any signage for directions to the islands of At busier times, it may be required that you wait. Still at Rugeley Trent Valley Railway Station, and a quick update. The Pendolino just went north with the Avanti livery painted on the cab ends, or vinyled on actually, is 391.30, that's the city of Edinburgh. That went past when the 350 was arriving. So that means the Pendolino that went south, when we got that white Pendolino that was crossing each other, was 390.134. So that's gone down to London Euston. Now I'm going to be here till about 2:30. Hopefully we just get the 0806, the crew to Wembley movement in time, because the freight train from Dowlow to Walsall has left and it is on its way down. It does actually pass through Rugeley Trent Valley, but I want to get it at Rugeley Town Station because it's a bit more of a rarity to see a freight train down there these days. So I'll be leaving at 2:30, so I get to Rugeley Town just after 3 o'clock, so I can get this freight train passing through there. So let's see what else is on the West Coast Main Line between now and 2:30 in the next hour. Okay, this has now puzzled me a little bit because I didn't actually catch this because it came out of nowhere as a surprise. But another Avanti delivery Pendolino has just gone past. I've got a photo of it. I don't know if you can see there, but I'll put it on the screen now. But that is 390.134. So 39134 has just gone down to London Euston. So the question is, which was that Pendolino that went past where they were crossing each other? Because 45's gone up to Liverpool, 130's gone up to, I think, Glasgow, 134 has just gone down, so there's a fourth one painted up in that livery. Well, I say painted, but it's actually vinyled up in that livery. So the question is, which number was that? I'll play the clip again because it's the one where the Pendolino, the white, crosses over with it. Anyway, I'll play that clip now and then we go back to see what's on the West Coast Main Line. It's just gone 2:30, and as you can see on the board behind me, the 1516 to Birmingham International is the next train here at Rugeley Trent Valley. Now, that will be my blocker for the freight train I'm going to get at Rugeley Town. It is running, it's currently at Crewe Baton Hall, so I've got plenty of time. Because since, we're just there going up the footbridge now, but since that it's only one track through platform 1 at Rugeley Trent Valley, the freight train will have to wait for that 350 to leave. So it's got to follow the 350 to Walsall, even though the 350 will stop everywhere. So I'm going to take the opportunity now to leave Rugeley Trent Valley to go back into the town centre. And then I'm going to walk into Rugeley Town Railway Station, get I think 350, 402 leaving on the 1520 to Birmingham International, and then we're going to end it with that freight train passing through. So we're on the move now, walking again. Rugeley Town! Whoops, by that tree. Right, I made it at Rugeley Town Station now, and they've just called the train to Rugeley Trent Valley, which is the blocker that was on about.
So back at Rugeley Town Station. Now I was actually going to speak before the freight train came through, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. I was actually speaking to a nice gentleman. We were talking about what actually diverted on the chase line. And believe it or not, apparently in the late 80s, a Class 33 diesel locomotive with 4 Mark 1 coaches actually came through here empty stock when the station wasn't opened. But yeah, that was very interesting indeed. But I'm not here to talk about diversion, Sunday passenger trains and empty stock workings. Talk about what we just seen. So what we saw 350-402, which is the Desiros, the Class 350 EMU, going up to Trent Valley, acting as a blocker. It came back down, and the freight train followed it, and it's just on its way to Walsall now. So that's got to follow the unit to Walsall. So to summarise the day up, it's just been an average day at Rugeley Trent Valley. To be honest, the tips for you is at Rugeley Trent Valley, go in the morning, you get some freight in the morning. About lunchtime it's dead, and then after 3 o'clock it picks up again with the freight. So I did came at the wrong time, but I didn't know about that. But I was just seeing if we've got any Avanti Pendolinos today. So it was just an average lunchtime afternoon at Trent Valley. So we got a mail unit, got a few freight trains, but we did came back down here to get the freight train that I wanted. So over today it's been alright. Now I think I'll be doing another walking blog on next one. But after this walking blog, I think we might start the trains again in July. Because apparently has been announced today that pubs are reopening, hairdressers, and as you can tell I definitely need a haircut. It's nearly been 7 months since I had a haircut. Bingo halls are opening, cafes, restaurants for the 4th of July. Even museums are as well, so if I wanted to I could go to the National Railway Museum, but the problem is I have to rely on the trains. And even the social distancing is going to be dropped to 1 metre, but that's only where it needs to be. If you can stay 2 metres, stay 2 metres. If not, then like on trains and all that, you might have to be reduced to 1 metre, which we don't know if the travel is going to be 2 metres still or 1 metre. We just don't know, because Boris Johnson doesn't even say stuff right time to time or tell you what you need to know. It says some things but not all. So that's going to have to be found out in a couple of months. But I'll be honest with you, I am ready to return to the trains in July. I don't know what they're going to be like, I don't know what the conditions will be then, but that's my personal perspective. I know you're going to be commenting your opinions below. You feel free to comment if it's alright or not, but from my personal point of view, I think July I'm ready to return to the trains. We just don't know how it's going to go yet, to be honest, so I might just have to do an update video to tell you, or I might have to put in next week's blog to mention it. But anyway, the Pendolino that I was baffled about was 391.25. So 391.25 was also done. So I think that's it really. It's been an okay day walking blog. I'm going to go back home now. Thank you for walking with Simon Trains. This blog has now been terminated at Rugeley Town Station, and we'll see you for the next blog, wherever that will be.